I'm back as promised really quickly as well. I bet you are impressed, guys. Big thank you and hello going out to everyone, especially my beautiful goddesses and subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking around and your loyalty. Right, I promised I would do this particular upload regarding my lip cheilitis that I suffered with for a whole year. And in some ways, it was more problematic and more debilitating and depressing than my melasma and my hormonal jelly belly. Reason being is you can cover those two things up and still go out. But when you have a problem with your lips, and for those of you who have suffered from cold sores, you will get what I'm talking about. I mean, you have a little tiny cold sore on your lip and you think that's bad enough. Imagine this, right? Imagine having such swollen lips that it goes outside your lips, the swelling, and it looks like just a load of cold sores are all around your lips. You can't even go out. You literally are a prisoner at home. It's that bad. And then the cheilitis, what would happen is I would get big swollen lips, red, and they would then, after 2 days, they would start to crack. Then they would start to peel. And this cycle was going on at the beginning, about a year ago when it started. It was just minimum. I would get it I actually thought it was because I bought the skin whitening strip things off eBay, and every time I used them I noticed it was happening. Well, I thought it was, so I put it down to, right, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm gonna like do stuff, something like oil pulling or something. I'm gonna try alternative methods to whiten my teeth. But then it started reoccurring. It started coming back again and again. And it would stay for longer. For instance, I would get it last October. I got it for I got it once a month or something. And then by April, obviously I was stressed. We all know what was going on in April. It was just continuous. It just stayed and never went away. So what is cheilitis? I didn't know what that word even meant before I had got the condition. I knew what cracked, swollen, flaky lips were, and I put it down to extreme weather or an allergy or something. But when mine kept reoccurring, I did so much research, and this is what I found out. There is a type of cheilitis which is called, I think it's angular, and it affects just the corner of your lips. Now, I found out, and I wrote some of the information down, that cheilitis can occur from a vitamin deficiency or too much of a vitamin. Deficiency in vitamin B, and that's what causes the angular cheilitis. And it's not that serious, not like what I went through with it all over my lips and having to lock yourself away. And then I read that there could be too much vitamin A in your system that can cause cheilitis. So I made sure I wasn't having, I topped up my vitamin B and made sure I wasn't having too much vitamin A. I got no results. So then, number 2, I checked my diet. I checked my diet to make sure I was not having too much sugar, and it was or gluten or dairy, which causes a buildup of candida in your body, which is like yeast. And when you're licking your lips with your yeasty tongue, I know it sounds awful, you end up infecting and causing the swelling and the general conditions associated with cheilitis. I still got no results after monitoring and keeping an eye on my diet. Then I checked my allergies. I thought it must be my soap powder. It could be toothpaste as well with the fluoride in it. So I changed all of that. Made sure that I changed my cushion cover, even my shampoos and stuff. I got no results. I bought loads of things. I bought colloidal silver gel off the internet, and when my lips used to get really swollen, I'd put it on all over just to soothe them. And then I also bought Carbon C, which is C60, which is like a suspension in, I'll put the link of it below because it's actually quite it's like a wonder solution, wonder oil, which is very potent in antioxidants. None of that, well, they helped a bit, but it didn't make the condition go away. Guys, I was so down about the fact that I couldn't even look at anybody and have a conversation with them because I was so super hyper conscious about the state of my lips, and that people would look at me and say, oh my God, look at the state of her lips. What's going on with her? Ooh, I don't want to go near her. Is it infectious? What is going on? And so low, I had to wave my white surrender flag and get in touch with the conventional doctor, who prescribed me antihistamines and some cream which probably had steroids in it, so I didn't bother using it. And then it happened 2 weeks ago, the monumental breakthrough. I read this article and it made me question something. The bell dropped. About a year ago, I started using these creams and lip balms from a very good friend of mine. She lovingly makes them. She's like an alchemist in her kitchen, and they're all natural ingredients. So I always continue to use them because I thought there's nothing irritant at all in them. There's no chemicals in them. But you know what they have in them? Beeswax. And all this time, I didn't even realize that I have a severe allergy to any products related to bees. And that's what was causing my allergic reaction and my cheilitis. And you know what else has beeswax in it? Lipsticks. Most lipsticks, lots of products actually have beeswax in them. And if you're allergic to beeswax, you will get all of those symptoms. So I had to just get rid of all my lipsticks completely. And the only lipstick that you can apply to your lips are vegan, the vegan range, and I'll list a couple below. Barry M, MUA, anything, just look them up on the internet or just look them up on eBay. They are the only things that you can put on your lips. And the saddest thing is, we're not just talking about beeswax, guys. We are talking about any products related to bees, even my favorite, which is honey. And I was using honey in my porridge and even in my tea as a sweetener instead of sugar, a little bit of honey. That was even having an effect on my lip cheilitis. So I've had to stop, which is sad, but I've had to stop all of that. But literally within a day, my lips has just come back again. It did make me wonder, why did I get this out of the blue a year ago? But at the same time, in hindsight, I think I kind of had this underlying allergy, which was a bit mild, and then it started to get more aggravated and triggered by other conditions, other external conditions, maybe stress related because of the lockdown, and a change in diet and the atmosphere, pollutants. There's so many, who knows, guys. The main thing is I've got to the bottom of it. I've conquered what the problems was, and I am now steering very clearly away from all products related to bees, as much as I love them. And in some ways, although I was sad at first, thinking, how could I be allergic to such a beautiful natural thing? I'm glad in a way that I can let the bees get on with their job, doing what they're doing. They're most valued, probably the most valued creature on a planet Earth. So there is the solution, thank goodness. I hope the next upload won't be as harrowing and traumatic. as this particular one. A massive thank you to all my subscribers, to all those that like and comment. Until my next upload, take care everyone.